Manipulation is something that we all face, but yet most of us don't even know that we get manipulated. And especially in dating, this can cause really bad relationships. So if you want to know if he is manipulating you, then keep on watching this video. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah, and on this channel we talk about femininity and love and dating. And if this is something that resonates with you, then you should subscribe to this channel so you never miss a video. So something that is super common is that someone is twisting your words and makes you doubt yourself. So he could say something like, "Oh, but you said that you wanted this. Don't you remember that?" And then you start to doubt yourself and think, oh my God, did I really say that? Oh my God, maybe I'm the person that is bad right now. And in this way, you slowly take a step back and you maybe stopped arguing about something. And this is exactly the time when he reached his goal. Something that he could also tend to do is that he exaggerates the mistakes that you made. And you maybe did something small and he really tells you, oh my God, you did the worst mistake ever. Maybe he also includes your friends and family, and he really makes you feel bad. He makes you feel like you cannot do a single thing right. And in this way, you also make yourself small again. And this is exactly the time when he reached his goal. Something that is also a really big marker for manipulation is when you leave a conversation really confused. Like no outcome. And he maybe gave you mixed signals. He made you start questioning yourself again, and you don't have an outcome of the conversation. So maybe there was a problem in your relationship and you said, hey, let's talk about this. Let's fix it together. And what he does is he gives you mixed signals. He makes you question yourself and he points the finger at you, tells you that you are the one that did things wrong. And you just leave the conversation without a result. You just feel really small and bad, and you start questioning your own decisions and also your own thoughts, because he tells you that your thoughts are wrong. And in this way, you only leave conversations with a mixed feeling and not really a good outcome. And exactly now I want to encourage you that this is not a healthy relationship. If you have something to fix and you bring this up and your partner leaves you feeling confused, you will not have a healthy and good relationship. You will only always argue and feel bad, and there will not be a solution. But solutions are really important for moving further in a relationship. And if you cannot get solutions out of conversations, this also goes for friendships, not only relationships. You should question if this is really bringing you further or is keeping you small and stuck at one place. Something that some men also tend to do is that they play with your emotions and they make you really question yourself. They also make you feel guilty to control your decisions. So maybe he's always slightly manipulating you and you then decide something else because you feel guilty. And when you start to realize that people always put pressure on you and make you feel guilty, you should ask yourself if this is the right way to treat someone. And I can tell you, it's not the right way, and you don't want this for yourself. So leave those kind of people behind. They don't belong to you. He will also make you responsible for his feelings. He could say something like, yeah, only because of you my whole day was so bad and I was crying, and because of you I did not finish my work and now my boss is angry at me. And he will really make you feel guilty because he tells you that you are responsible for his feelings. And let me tell you this, you are not responsible for his feelings. Don't let someone tell you that you are the big impact in their life and that you are responsible for everything. Because especially if you tend to people please, this will put so much pressure on you and you will always question yourself. Okay, maybe there is something that you want to address to your partner, but then you think to yourself, can I really point that out right now? Because if I do, maybe he will be frustrated the whole day and his work will be bad and his boss will be angry. And then you start to also slowly take a step back and you're not talking about the things anymore that matter to you. That's a big warning sign. Something that also goes along with that is that compliments are not genuine. They are used as a tool. This is also really narcissistic. So basically, you only get compliments if you do something that pleasures him and that is good for him. So he's basically using you and is giving you compliments to guide you in the direction that he wants. He's not giving you compliments because he loves you so much. He's not giving you compliments because he wants to make your day better. He just uses them precisely to guide you into a direction that is suitable for him and his needs. So also always ask yourself, is this genuine right now, or is it followed by something that he wants? Always ask yourself this and also be aware of that. Sometimes we tend to overlook things because we don't want to see the reality. We just want to be in this pink bubble and think, oh my God, he loves me so much and nothing is going wrong. But when you would leave this pink bubble, you would see that you always take a step back and keep yourself small in order to maintain the peace in the relationship and in order to feel good and not guilty. This is not how a healthy relationship should look like. Something that is such a big warning sign, and I also want you to be aware of that around your friends, is when someone tries to isolate their partner. And this is a big warning sign, because in the end there will not be any support left and you are really depending on this person. So if someone tries to isolate you, or you see that other people get isolated by their partner, talk to them in a nice and friendly way. How isolation could look like is that he tries to keep you away from meeting friends and family members. But he's doing it in a way that he tells you, oh my God, I'm just doing this for you. I want to help you because your friends have such a bad impact on you. You should not go and see them. Or your family is always so negative. I don't want you to be around negativity. So basically you have the feeling that he is doing it for you because he loves you so much and he tells you that he cares about you. But he just wants to isolate you from your family and friends. Something that he could also do is that he tries to really tell you that only he understands you, no one else. He is the only person. And in this way, you get the feeling that you need him because he's the only one who understands you. This is such a big manipulation, but sometimes we really don't see that because we also start to believe it. And then we start to distance ourselves from our friends because they are bad influence and they don't even understand us. And then we are alone with this person. And this is exactly the moment where some of them show their real face. He also doesn't care about meeting your family or friends. It's just not his interest. He doesn't care about them and he starts to talk bad about everyone and makes you start questioning if you even have real friends. He will always shift the blame. He will make you feel like you are the reason that everything goes wrong. He makes you start questioning everything and you are the one that gets the blame from him. No one else. It's not his fault. Maybe he did a mistake and then he tries to point the finger on you and tell you that you are the mistake. One good example for this is that a friend of mine was in a relationship and she had a weird feeling that her partner is cheating on her. And his phone was ringing and she was looking at it and she saw another girl's name. He then blamed her for looking at his phone. This is a really good example for that. And this is how manipulation could look like. And exactly at this point, he will act like the victim when he gets confronted by you. He will be then the poor boyfriend that has a controlling girlfriend that always looks at his phone and he cannot even leave his phone in the room without her looking at it. He's the poor victim. That he's the cheater, he did not mention, right? He is the poor victim. In this way, he will turn it around and make you feel bad about your decision, but you are the one that got cheated on, right? So he's never accountable for anything. Anything that he did is just someone else's fault. It's not his fault. He's the victim and you should care about him because he's the poor victim. He did not do anything. If you are in a relationship with someone like this, please do yourself a favor and leave this relationship because we also can get addicted to these patterns. Something that a lot of people do, especially when they feel like you are someone that is people pleasing a lot, is that they put a lot of pressure on you to control you because they know that you cannot stand this pressure. And he will try to put so much pressure on you and make you decide something even though you're not ready for it. And he will say stuff like, oh my God, could you please decide? You never decide something. I'm always the one that is waiting. It's just so annoying. The girlfriend of my best friend, she's always deciding things quick. Why do you have to always take so long for that? He's basically just pressuring you so much that you take a decision and you maybe don't even want this decision, but you feel the pressure so much and then you just do it because you want to please him. Something that also goes along with that is that he will test your boundaries and will see how far he can go. He will really test it subconsciously. He will see, okay, what can I do before she really sets a boundary? And this can also go along with cheating, with lying, with everything else, manipulation. He will test what your boundaries are. And if you don't set boundaries, he will use that and take this as an advantage for him. So basically, you will feel super anxious if you want to decide something that he is disagreeing on. You are really scared to decide and you are scared to talk about this with him because you're scared of his reaction. That's a huge warning sign. Something that is also going along with isolation is really eroding the confidence from someone. Because if someone is not confident anymore and they don't have a support system, basically, the person that is manipulating owns this person because they need them in order to get some confidence, in order to get some support because they don't have anyone else left, right? So basically, this could go along with manipulating you and saying bad words about you, but not directly confronting you. This can be something that is so subtle that you don't even see it or recognize it. But slowly, you start to question your self-worth and your confidence is really fading because of him. You also then get the feeling that you cannot trust your own judgment. And this also goes along with believing in yourself. You don't believe yourself anymore. You only believe his decisions. And basically, you will just need him to tell you what to do and not to do because you cannot trust your own judgment anymore. So loves, this was it with the video. If you learned something, comment under this video. And if you have more things to address, let me know in the comments. If you don't want to miss a video, hit the subscribe button and also like this video. And we're going to see each other in the next one on Sunday. Bye!